what just got yelled by the Pandaren? That's right, they're selling steamy romance novel kits. I won't even need to write. Funny. Gotta love the people on Wyrmrest Accord. They're a creative bunch.
Sorry about that. Joe was calling me on the phone.
All good. I was just saying to the people on stream, you gotta love the people on Wyrmrest Accord for being such a creative bunch here. I mean, look at all the stuff they've been saying.
Oh yeah, no, they've been at it. Their the kissing booth is very, very popular today.
Oh hey, guess who's in here?
Who?
Grandine.
Hey.
Hey, lovely. What are those first glances on that Faye person? I don't know. I moused over them and then gone. But yeah, the for those of you who don't know, the Total Roleplay 3, also known as TRP 3 add-on, has this thing where you can see what you'd notice about them at a first glance in these little categorized bubbles here. Like, these are Hollandvar's here. He's vicious, a vicious fighter. You can tell that because he's so brawny. And you can tell that he's got connections with the Valarjar because of his tattoos. And there's actually some art of that floating around, of Hollandvar and Aranya, and you can see the tattoos that he's got.
Yeah.
And then these are mine. Scent of Dreaming Glory, favorite flower in-game. All my jewelry, that's the longest one you'll ever have to read. My weapon, and one of the in-character relics of it is one of the crown jewels of Helia. There was a whole adventure arc with me, Hollandvar, the Scions, and some other friends to get those jewels, and Hollandvar gave one of them to Aranya as a gift.
Yep.
That will always be one of my favorite arcs. That was so fun.
It was fun. Grandine was in that one too.
She was, yes. She was a very important part of it.
Yep.
And then this here feels funny, man. That talks about the red mana tattoo that Aranya got, and that right there is an example of crossover canon, pulling something from Hearthstone and treating it like canon within the Warcraft world. And the Blizzard development teams have been very generous about this. They have made it very clear that things are meant to be loose enough that you don't have to regard them as canon in either game if you don't want to, but closely interwoven enough that you absolutely can if you think it plausible enough or reasonable enough across both games, because they're part of the same intellectual property. So you can if you want to, but you don't have to. So I've been doing a lot of pulling over of things from Hearthstone into World of Warcraft, and so far it's gotten a lot of good reception. I mean, part of the arc to get Aranya back from the Nether involves getting the blessing of Pyros. Pyros is a legendary card for mages. You've seen me play her in Hearthstone, and the way I treat her in Warcraft canon is she's the consort of Alar, so she's like this demigoddess of the phoenixes, and they had to get her blessing to get her fire to help bring Aranya back. And the Cabal And the Jade Lotus and the Grimy Goons. Yeah, I treat them as all very active in Gadgetzan. And this last thing here is a little bit about her reputation. That she has a reputation for being discreet and trustworthy. That is only part of the first glance because it is something that would precede her, something you'd already know if you just asked around about her. Otherwise, everything else is just about her appearance, what you'd see immediately. So that's how the first glance thing works with the TRP3 add-on. Just what you'd see or notice about a character right off the bat. Look at these two! Don't they look fine? There's kind of a contrast here because I've got dark hair and I'm wearing red and gold, and you've got red hair and you're wearing black and gold.
Yeah, well, that is true.
Let me get a screenshot of that. Come on, look the other way, Aranya. Smile for the camera. There we go. Those moments when you're like, do the thing! No, don't do that thing! To your tune.
Do the other thing.
Yes, do the other thing. And then just when you're about to hit the button, they do something else, and you're like, no! And in case you did not know, with the Total Roleplay 3 add-on, gosh, I'm so selling it today. You can also add things for your mounts if you like. You'll see that my Hearth Steed's name is Vestus, and that's a reference to Vesta, the Roman goddess of the hearth, but it's the masculine version of the name. And then, of course, I showed you all Firebat the other day. Reference to the Hearthstone champion. And your pets get a first glance thing as well. Let's see, do we know what exactly is going on in front of our faces, or are we just observing?
We are observing.
Yeah, we're just observing, seeing what's going on around here. I have no idea where the pet battles are right now.
Well, kind of thing about that is, the guy who was hosting the pet battles, kind of wrecked his car about half an hour ago.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
He's fine, but yeah, he kind of wrecked his car.
So that's what they were talking about in the planning channel a minute or two ago
Yeah.
then. Okay. So yeah, not gonna make it in time. Rescheduled, I guess.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Well, at least he's okay.
Yeah, he hit a curb and his axle bent in and tumbled.
Yikes.
Yeah, no, he's already said he's fine. He's fine. He's just upset that he wrecked his car, obviously.
All right. Wow. Let's see. What else is going on? Raffle in about 20 minutes, roughly. The story building event will be happening with the Windsong Herd. And then, after that, I'm gonna have to tear myself away to the Hearthstone event.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, who are my signups? Let me pull up my list. Let's see, we've got Ledwin, of course, and Nick, of course. Akimi, Ilya, Lissa, Onaiwa, Rykase, Aresh, and Ega. And Malistros. That's 10 people! It's gonna be great. fire dancers, belly dancers, singers, you name it. We pretty much got it.
I love Stitch. She's hilarious.
But do you have hula
And
dancers? See, I can hula.
she totally fangirls over you too. It's hilarious.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is so sweet.
I totally didn't tell you that. Well, it's on the stream, so yeah.
That is so sweet. That makes me happy. I mean, I don't follow all of her things because she gets pretty, well, I mean, Stitch and Lokir have a thing, so yeah.
They're murder friends.
Yeah.
They murder people together.
So yeah, I can't exactly follow all of them because I do have some issues with some of the things, but she is extremely considerate when she posts. She'll be like, hey, there's a trigger warning, there's going to be this, that, and the other thing in here, so if you want to read, then click the cut. If you don't, keep scrolling. So she's very mindful, very considerate of that when she posts, which makes me very glad. And some of her other things, not so much. It's fine. She'll just post like your regular, average adult. And I say average, but really, what is average for Wyrmrest Accord? We've all got our heads in the sky.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean. The kind of arcs that you could see on the CW, just regular primetime CW, as opposed to some of the darker stuff. They don't have hula dancers. I hula. Seriously though, I do. In real life.
Lee Hula?
Yeah, self-taught. Learned when I was 10 and just perfected it since then.
My hips don't move like that anymore, so when you get to a certain, size, then it's really hard.
Makes sense, yeah. You remember when Sophie actually thought that one of the Tolvier was part of the parade?
That was pretty funny.
That was.
She's surprisingly absent. I don't know where she is.
Yeah, I haven't seen her around any blurbs or anything. I didn't see her in any of the channels either. So everyone, Sophaean of House Songheart, adorable person. You will love her. If you find her, follow her. Got one of our security committee busting a move up the stairs there.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Haru Debupa. Oh my. One of these.